right? In first chapter we have discussed motion, right? In next chapter we have discussed role of force in motion, right? Role of force in motion, to be precise, force in translational motion is what we have discussed, right? Now let's discuss one more effect of force. Here we have, in first chapter we have discussed translational effect of force. Translational effect of force. What is that? That force is an act which is capable of changing the state of motion, either magnitude of velocity or direction of velocity. This is what we have discussed in this chapter, right? Now, here we'll discuss shearing effect of force. Shearing effect of force. Force helps us shear or cut. There's an object. Suppose there's a piece of vegetable. Maybe it is potato, right? Now you want to cut it. You want to cut it without applying force. Can you cut this object? Hello. Question is, without applying any force, can you cut this object?
No, sir.
No, you cannot cut, right? So again, to cut this object, you need to apply force. So force is involved in cutting also, right? Or shearing also, but not directly, but force as more is the force, more is the acceleration. Here, more is the force, more will be cutting effect, nothing like that, right? So here what we are going to study is shearing effect of force or cutting effect of force, you can say. Okay. So if you want to cut a vegetable, can you use this marker to cut that vegetable?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
No. Why? Because, see, force so you can apply with this marker also.
Marker is not
Apply
sharp.
it is not sharp. So what we need is sharp object. Why we need sharp object to cut? When
Sir,
question
slice
is,
the vegetable.
right. See, when force is responsible for cutting, then why sharp edge? Actually, force alone is not responsible. Sorry.
The surface area is less.
So the correct statement would be, I'll give you the technical statement. Force alone is not responsible for cutting. Force alone is not responsible for cutting. Actually, the correct word is pressure. Pressure is important, right? Distribution of force is important. Distribution of force is important. So to cut, to shear or failure or rupture of something, force alone is not responsible. Actually, it is intensity of force. That is distribution of force. How well a force is distributed over an area. If more force is distributed in lesser area, so it will have more cutting effect, it will have more shearing effect than a smaller force distributed over large area. I'll give you a real life example. See, real life example I'll give you. Suppose I have to understand a student will fail due to what? Due to syllabus. Hello. If I assign some syllabus to a student, will he fail? No.
No, sir.
He will fail if more syllabus is asked to cover in lesser time. If I give you 10 chapters to study, 10 new chapters to study in a day, then students will definitely fail. No?
Yes, sir.
sir.
So if more load is given to be like in smaller area, like here, if more syllabus to study, more syllabus to study, syllabus to cover in lesser time, right? This will make sure that the student fails in the exam. But if I give you lesser syllabus and more time to study, then definitely you will make through the exams, right? You will not fail in the exams. So it's not the syllabus. It's not the syllabus which due to which the students fail, but it is the time they devote to study. Obviously, board has given good time, good enough time, but students don't study, right? That some of them study only for in the last 1 month or something like that. So it's not the syllabus which is responsible for failure of students, but the time in which they cover that syllabus. More syllabus, lesser time. More syllabus, lesser time, you feel more pressure, right? You feel more pressure. You feel the pressure of the studies. Have you ever realized this? If more syllabus is to be covered in lesser time, you feel that pressure. If lesser is the syllabus, lesser syllabus is to be covered, syllabus, in more time, we don't feel pressure. Right?
Yes, sir.
If there are lesser topics to study and more time is given to us, then we don't feel that pressure. Right? Similar thing happens in case of force. If more force is distributed in smaller area, more force is distributed in smaller area, then we say more shearing effect, more cutting effect, or more pressure acts on the object. But before I go to pressure, let me explain the word thrust. Thrust. It looks like force, but there is a small difference, right? Thrust is what? A force acting normal to the surface. There is a surface. This is a block. If a force acting on the object F1 is inclined at an angle to the surface, and there is a force F2, this entire force is considered as thrust. So thrust is what? The force or the component of force which acts at right angle to the surface, normal to the surface. Thrust is force or part of it, that is component of force acting at right angles to the surface, right angles to the surface, or normal to the surface. Right? So what is thrust? Thrust is force or component of force which acts at right angles to the surface or normal to the surface. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now I'll try to define pressure. As I said, if more force is distributed in lesser area, if more force is distributed in lesser area, then we say pressure is more. Now, question is, what is the distribution? When I say distribution, what does the distribution implies? See, suppose there is a table. There is a table, and these are 4 feet of it. Right? If you see the bottom of the feet of the table, foot of the table, then it has some cross-sectional area, right? It has some area. So what happens is the load or the weight of this table and this and anything kept on it is transferred to the ground, and the area over which it is distributed. Let us assume this area is A. So A plus A plus A plus A, that is 4A. So this force, whatever force it is applying, gravitational force, let us say F, F is distributed over the area 4A. If I increase the number of legs, or if I increase the area of each foot, if I increase the area of each foot, this one, then I'll say the same force is distributed in larger area. Area has increased. Area is increased. Getting my point? See, if more force is distributed, sorry, if this area, actually this is the area over which that load is distributed. The better example, if your sole is flat, if sole of your shoe is flat, then your weight is transferred to the ground on larger area. Whereas if you have a heel, suppose your shoe has a heel, right? Suppose your shoe has a heel, then your load is transferred to the ground only on this area. Whereas if you had a flat sole, then your load is transferred to this entire area. So this is area, right, on which your load is distributed. See, you must understand this word, distribution of force. Distribution of force. How that force is distributed over that area. Are you able to understand this distribution of force? Hello. Yes, so distribution of force means what? The distribution over area. Which area? The area on which the load is transferred. If this is the table and these are the 4 feet of the table, this is base area of 1 feet, right? So total of these total of areas of these 4 feet is 4A. So that is what we say is area on which that load is distributed, right? So if this area is increased, we say pressure decreases. If this area is reduced, we say pressure is more. So distribution of force or intensity of force is what we say is pressure. So what I'll say is, if more force is distributed over small area, we say pressure exerted is more. Whereas if lesser force is distributed over larger area, we say pressure exerted is less. So what is definition of pressure? Pressure is force by area. That's it. So pressure is force by area. Why? We know if more force is distributed over lesser area, pressure is more. So force by area, this ratio would be more, hence pressure is more. Getting it? Hello. So mathematical definition of pressure is what? Force by area. Why? What's the logic behind it? Because I know more force, lesser area, more pressure. Lesser force, more area, lesser pressure. Right? Okay. So from here, what will be unit of pressure? What
Sir, Pascal.
Unit of
Pascal.
Force is measured in newtons and it is measured in Pascal, meter square. So Newton per meter square, or the name for it is Pascal, denoted by capital P. Newton per meter square or Pascal, right? So capital, not capital P, PA. So Newton per meter square or Pascal is the unit of pressure, right?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Now, let's do some calculations. Then so that I'm sure that you have understood. A table with 4 feet. This is a simple question. A table with 4 feet has mass of 40 kg. If area of each foot is 10 centimeters square, find pressure acting on ground due to cell weight of table. Think what is written here. Give me the answer. I'll give you 3 minutes for this.
Sir, 40,000.
What's the answer?
Sir, I got 40,000.
40,000 pascals, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's check. Anyone else? Anyone else did that?
Sir, 1 centimeter square, we have to convert, right?
Right, right. SI unit,
Yeah.
that is meter per meter square or pascals, you have to convert. Total area is what? See, 4 times area of each foot. Area of 1 foot is 10 centimeter square into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. So total area is 4 into 10 raised to minus 3 meters square. What is total force? Force is self weight of the table. What is weight of the table? 40 into 10. That is 400 Newton. So what is pressure? Force by area. So it's 400 by 4 into 10 raised to minus 10 raised to 5 pascals is answer. 1 lakh pascals is answer.
Sir, I
What
didn't,
all mistakes you did? Ganesh? Sorry?
sir, I didn't understood.
Okay, see. See. Suppose there's a table, right? There's a table. What is mass of the table? Mass of the table is? What is mass of the table? 40 kg. So what load it will, what force it will transfer to ground? What force does it transfer to the ground?
40 kgs.
40 load, force. 40 kg is mass. So what is the force which it transfers to the ground?
Sir, 400.
400 Newton, mg.
Sir, we are taking G
Weight
as,
is force, not mass. 10. Unless until specified 9.8, always use 10. You will get full marks. Nobody will deduct marks. So 40 into 10. 400 Newton. This is the force which the table transfers to the ground. Vishishta, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So it is 400 Newton force, right? Now question is, it is distributed on what area? This force is distributed on what area? Area of each feet is 10 centimeters square. Now how many foot are there? Total 4 are there. So total area is 4 into 10. Now 1 centimeter square is 10 raised to 4 meters square. Minus 4, sir. 1 centimeter square is 10 raised to minus 4 meters square. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So 4 into 10 into 10 raised to minus 4. That is 4 into 10 raised to minus 3 meters. This is total area on which that load is distributed. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is pressure? Pressure, as per definition, is distribution of force. That is force distributed per unit area. So, force is 400 Newton and area is 4 into 10 raised to minus 3. So, 4 into, this gets cancelled. This is 100. 100 is 10 raised to 2 and this is 10 raised to minus 3. So, 2 plus 3, 10 raised to 5 Pascal is your answer. Hello.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Now, if in the same question, if I say, what will be pressure? What will be pressure if area of each foot is doubled? By some means, maybe by placing some metal plate below below the foot of each foot of the table. I've doubled the area of each foot. So if I double the area of each foot, what will be the new pressure? What will be pressure if area of each foot is doubled? Say
5 into 10
what
raised to
will
the
be
power
5 into 10 raised to 4. Why? Area is doubled. Formula is force by area. Now this is doubled. So if you make it twice, then pressure reduces to half. So it was 10 raised to 5. New pressure will be half of it. That is 5 into 10 raised to 4. So pressure is force by area. Now area is doubled. Since area is doubled, pressure reduces to half. So it was 10 raised to 5. New pressure will be half of it. That is 5 into 10 raised to 4. So pressure is force by area. Now area is doubled. Since area is doubled, pressure reduces to half. Pressure becomes half. Therefore, pressure is 10 raised to 5 upon 2. 110. So if I write it as 10 into 10 raised to 4 upon 2, so this gets cancelled 5. 5 into 10 raised to 4 Pascal. So new pressure is 5 into 10 raised to 4 Pascal, right?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Given a metal block of dimensions 4 centimeter, 8 centimeter by 4 centimeter by 1 centimeter. If density of given density of metal, given density of metal be 8,000 kg per meter cube, calculate pressure exerted by block on ground when resting on face with area with sides 8 centimeter by 4 centimeter. Second is 8 centimeter by 1 centimeter. Third is 4 centimeter by 1 centimeter. So, do it.
Sir,
There is a
can you
metal
say
block
what is
of
the
dimensions 8 centimeter by 4 centimeter. What is that?
sub by block on the ground when, so what is the word? Last word.
Resting.
On face
Resting.
with sides
Okay.
3 cases. Acha, this one. Okay. When resting. Take 5 minutes and calculate all three. Chayat, I'll give you a hint. First, you have to calculate mass. Mass is volume into density. I'll give you 5 minutes to solve this. All three parts. Done? Anyone got the answer?
8 into
Hello?
10 raised of first.
8 into?
10 raised to the power.
8 raised to 10 to the power of 8.
Okay. Okay. See, weight is what? Weight is mass into acceleration due to gravity. Mass is what? Volume into density into gravity. Volume is 8 into 4 into 1 into 10 raised to minus 6. Why? Centimeter. You have to convert into meter. So is this into density. Density is 8,000 kg per minute. Into gravity is 10. So this becomes 4 minus 2. So this is 8, 8s are 64, 4s are 256 into 10 raised to minus 2. This is weight, which you have to use in each of the cases. Now in first case, what is area? Base area in first case is 8 centimeter by 4 centimeter. That is 32 into 10 raised to minus 4. So what is pressure? Pressure is 256 into 10 raised to minus 2. 32 into 10 raised to minus 32 8s and 10 raised to 2. 800 Pascal is answer. Answer in the first case is 800 Pascal.
Sir, but it is centimeter, so don't we have to convert it in meter?
I have converted everywhere. See, 8 centimeter, 4, 8 to 4 into 1. 1 centimeter, 10 raised to minus 2, 10 raised to minus 2, 10 raised to minus 2. That makes 10 raised to minus 6. Then into 8,000 into gravity is 10. Hello.
सर आपका वीडियो हैंग हो गया है, मेरे को नहीं दिख रहा है.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir, it's hang.
No,
अभी
sir.
Yes, sir.
1 second, let me check.
Yes, sir.
See, which part of the question is not clear? Well, this one, calculation of weight is clear? Or I'll explain this weight part.
Sir, I messed up in the conversion.
Okay, okay. Now is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Prisha,
Yes.
still have doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So this is for first part. Now, second part. What is in second part? In second part, base area is 1/4. See, this was 32 and here it is only 8 centimeter. So 4 times lesser area. That means pressure would be 4 times more. So that comes to 3,200 Pascal. So new pressure is 800 into 4. That is 3,200 Pascal. Is it clear? In third case, pressure is reduced to half again. Sorry, area is reduced to half again. So pressure gets doubled, 6,400 Pascal. So pressure in the three cases. First case it is 800 Pascal. Second case it is 3,200 Pascal. In the third case it is 6,400 Pascal. Because weight of the block will remain same. What will change is the base area. So base area in different cases is different, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, next one. There's a steel tank. Right, which is filled with water. This is 10 meter by 8 meter by 4 meter, right? And it's filled with water, right? And density of water is 1000. Density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube, which you are supposed to remember also. And mass of the tank, mass of empty tank is 200 kg. Calculate weight acting on pressure acting on ground. Pressure acting on ground. There's a steel tank of mass 200 kg and size is 10 meter by 8 meter by 4 meter. You have to find pressure acting on ground. It's a similar question. I'll give you 2 minutes to solve this. Got the answer? Hello.
11 Pascal.
11 Pascal. That's it? It shouldn't be more. Okay, let me check. What is total mass? Mass of the tank is 200 kg plus 10 into 8 into 4 into 1000. So this is so negligible, neglected. 8 for 32, and then 4 zeros. Neglect 200. 200 is negligible. If you want to add, you can add here. 8 for 32, and then 4 zeros, 200. So this is kg. Now what is weight? Weight is into gravity. So weight is this into 10. So this is total weight. Now distributed over what area? Distributed over 80 meters square. So area of the base, area is 80 meters square. So pressure is 32 lakh 2000 divided by 80. Cancel 4 0 40,050 Pascal. Not 50, 40,025. 4 0 0 25. So 40,025 is the answer. This is exact answer. Neglect 25. So answer would be 40,000 pascals. Where did you go? Sorry, where did you make the mistake, Trisha? Trisha, where did you make the mistake?
Sir, in finding the force.
Okay. See, shall I explain again? What is the volume of the water inside? 10 into 8 into 4. This is in meter cube, so don't have to convert this time. And what is the density? Density is 1000. So 10 into 8 into 4 into 1000. This is what we say is mass of water, and mass of the tank is 200. So total together is 3,20,200. If I consider weight, if I count weight, so weight is what? Into G. So one more zero. Area is 10 by 8, 80 meters square. So 32,02,000 divided by 80. 1 0 gets cancelled. 40,025 is answer. 40,025 Pascal is answer. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll
Yes,
stop
sir.
here. Okay. I'll stop here. We'll continue tomorrow.